Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through Top Rated Local and how you can use that tool to manage your reputation online and really grow your brand. So I'm going to jump in and do a little screencast with you, walk you through some of the features, and I think you'll be pretty jacked. Check it out.
Okay, so I'm logged into the back end of Top Rated Local right now, and I'm logged in as the business owner of this hypothetical Ward's Heating and Plumbing business. You can see here that I'm on a premium listing. There's also a free listing of Top Rated Local, so this is just one step up, which really unlocks some of these powerful tools that you can use to manage your reputation online. I'm not going to focus on everything within Top Rated Local today and really how the platform works and everything you can do with it. I really just want to talk about some of the tools you can use to manage your reviews, so let's take a look at that. I'm going to scroll down here, and you can see inside of this ratings tab, that's where we're going to focus today. And so for this business, what you can see high level is just a nice bird's eye view of the number of overall ratings and reviews they have posted on their business and the number of verified review sites that's posted on. So in this case, 29 ratings and reviews are posted on 3 verified review sites. And I can see that down here because I can see there's 11 that are posted directly on Top Rated Local itself. And over here on the right, I can see there's 18 that are posted on other verified review sites. And so if I go below here, I can see that 10 of those are on the BBB and 8 of those are on Google. This is really convenient for a business owner because really from one page, they can see all their ratings and reviews overall, and they can access those ratings and reviews really quickly. Because if I clicked on this BBB button right here, it would just take me to the BBB for this business's profile, and I could see those reviews and manage to that on BBB, very quickly. Same with Google here. But what I want to look at today is really Top Rated Local and how you can manage your reviews directly on Top Rated Local and the power of using Top Rated Local to really build your brand online as a small business. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So within Top Rated Local, what you're going to have is an aggregate of your overall ratings and review scores up here. So this is basically summing up all of the total reviews you've received and kicking out an overall rating. So in this case, 4.5 stars, which is comprised of these different subcategories of reviews received overall. Now, if I scroll down here, what you're going to be able to see is the individual reviews that you received. And this is really where the power is unlocked with Top Rated Local and the tools that you have to manage your reputation online. So let's really look at some of these examples and how this works. So I'm going to walk through these different features. So there's this challenge verification button. Challenge verification is extremely powerful. How many times does a small business have a competitor leave a fake review about them, trying to knock them down? Maybe you start ranking higher than them in Google and they get frustrated about it and they try to go out and hurt your business and leave some negative reviews. Obviously not something anybody should do, but unfortunately it happens, right? And so the unfortunate thing with other review sites is there's really nothing you can do to remove those reviews in most cases. A lot of times it's just kind of set in stone and you have to deal with it. With Top Rated Local, that's not the case. You have this challenge verification button that you can click. So if this review was from a competitor, a fake review, a spam review, something like that, you could click the challenge verification button. What would happen is that review would be immediately removed from the system until proof is provided by the reviewer that they actually did business with you. And that proof can be coming through maybe a screenshot of an email or maybe a picture of a receipt or an invoice number or anything else that really verifies the fact that they did do business with you and they are a customer. If they're not, if they don't respond or if they don't respond with real proof that they've done business with you, the review stays down and is no longer a part of your overall rating score. It's just not in the system anymore. So nobody can publicly see it. It's essentially just as if it never happened. So super powerful here. There's also fake reviews, anonymous reviews, spam reviews, all those things that could potentially hurt your business that aren't from real customers. You can eliminate those by clicking this challenge verification button. Now, when a competitor leaves a review about you or an anonymous review or an old employee or something like that, when you click to challenge verification, 9 out of 10 times, if not more, they don't respond at all, right? Because they don't have any proof to provide. In some cases, they may type back some kind of a negative response or something like that. And if it doesn't have proof in it either, then it's removed as well. So definitely take advantage of this tool because it makes sure that all of your reviews really are from truly verified customers. Okay, this request re-rate button is also a really powerful tool, because what this does is it lets you send a re-rate request to your reviewer after maybe you've resolved their concern. Maybe you've won them back over. How many times do you get maybe a low review or a low star rating, and you know who that person is, and you're able to reach out to them and communicate to them and win them back over, really resolve the concern that they had, and they would be more than happy to re-rate you and improve their score if you were able to do that? Well, with Top Rated Local, you are. Unfortunately, with a lot of other review sites, you aren't. When somebody leaves a review, in many cases, it's not even editable. It's something that's just set in stone. Well, with Top Rated Local, it's kind of a moving target, because if you're able to win over that customer, you can click here to request a re-rate, and they can basically improve their rating, which would then factor into your overall rating score and make your business obviously look stronger with regards to reputation online in one click of the button. So it's very easy, very, very powerful. Management notes is nice because what it does is it lets you just keep a dialogue of the communications you're having with the reviewer and where you're really at in the process. And so this is a good example with working in conjunction with the re-rate. Here, maybe you got a negative review, a low score. You could put a management note in here that you're reaching out to the customer. You could then really check this box off and send them a private note like, hey, I'm looking for more information here. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. How can we help improve your experience? And you can communicate to the reviewer, because how many times do you get a review where the person's not comfortable leaving their real name, and maybe it was a real customer, but you can't really tell who it was. There's no contact information, and so you're kind of stuck to where you don't know what to do. You can't reach out to anybody. Even if they could edit the review, you don't know who it is. Well, with Top Rated Local, it gives you an outlet to communicate to the reviewer privately through these management notes, so you can have that conversation, really get more information to improve your business, but also to restore their confidence in your brand. And then when everything is ready to go, you can click the request re-rate and get an improved rating. So really, this tool, Top Rated Local, puts the power in the business owner's hand to really listen to the feedback they're receiving, adapt to it, evolve with it, and improve the experiences of all their customers so that their overall rating is strong. And that's really what the tool's for. Couple other features here. You have this make review private checkbox. This might be one of the favorite tools within Top Rated Local for small business, because really it gives them the power of what's public on a review by review basis and what's private. If you check this off, it's going to remain private. It's going to be really only used for internal evaluation of your business and how you can improve. Internal feedback essentially is what it is, but it's not going to be publicly visible on your profile. One thing to keep in mind though here is, even though it's marked private, the overall star rating is in fact still factored into your rating scores and your overall rating. There really is no way to remove that from the factor of your overall rating. It is what it is on that front. So if you had a 1-star rating or something and it's private, maybe the public can't see that individual review, but it is still factored into your overall rating. So there's nothing you can do to change that. Unless it turns out that it's not a real review, you can of course click challenge verification. Then it would be removed completely from the system, including your overall rating, because of course it wasn't from a real customer. The reply button is kind of what you can use to get the last word. So if you want to respond, we recommend responding and leaving a reply to every review, even if it's just to say thanks, because what that's doing is it's showing that you care. It's building content on the profile. It shows that you're engaged with your customers and your community. By building the content too, it's going to help that rank higher on Google when somebody searches your brand name and the word reviews. 86% of the time when somebody, before they call you or fill out a form on your website, they're going to go back to Google and they're going to search your brand name and the word reviews to get a bird's eye view of if you have star ratings on the first page of Google. And Top Rated Local is a tool that you can use to help manage your reputation, so that when somebody does that, they see 4 or 5 stars hopefully on the first page of Google right there, maybe ranking at the very top for Top Rated Local. It's going to look really good. good, and that 86% of people that are doing that are going to then have the confirmation and the proof that they need to then take that last step to actually call you or fill out the form on your website or make an online purchase. And so extremely, extremely important to have a strong reputation online, and Top Rated Local is just a great tool for doing that. So the reply from a business is just giving you that option of adding additional content to the page so you do rank high in Google search and other searches, and also to show that you really care about your community and you're communicating with them. If you do have a review that has some comments in it that you would like to clarify on, maybe things that, if a third party or a potential prospect was looking at that, they may have some question marks. The reply is a great way to clarify those things and really show the true picture of your business, your processes, your products, your services, and all that. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're using it. This checkbox right here lets you send that message to the reviewer as well when you leave a reply, so that they get an alert that says, hey, you've left a reply and here's what it is. If you don't check that off, they won't be alerted when you leave a reply. They would, really the only way they could see it is they'd have to go back to your Top Rated Local profile page and see if you've left a reply, is essentially what they would have to do. And then let me just scroll down here and take a look at an example here. So here's a 2-star review. It's lame. So not a lot of great content here to work with, right? And so let's kind of walk through what happened here. So in this example, the business made the review private, is what they did initially. They then challenged verification because they weren't quite sure who this person was. It didn't seem like a real customer. Verification was actually received, so it was a real customer, so the review was verified, and the star rating was factored back into the rating score. When you challenge verification, it's removed completely from the system, including from your overall rating score. But when they verify, it obviously returns. If they didn't verify, it wouldn't return. And then they resolved the issues and they clicked this request re-rate. And the customer has not submitted the re-rate yet, it looks like, in this example. That might be a situation where you want to do some management notes, and look, here's all the management notes in here. You'd maybe want to click here to remind them, you've resolved their issue. Please submit the re-rate when you get a second. You could check that box and submit it, and they would get that message, that reminder, hopefully come back through and improve the rating. And I'm sure that will happen. So this is a really good example and really powerful walkthrough of Top Rated Local and how you can use it to manage your reputation online and build your business. One other quick side note before we jump off, kind of a bonus tip, if you click on this listing tab and scroll down. Within Top Rated Local, you get these badges too, which are really cool badges you can put on your website, and essentially what's going to happen is when people click on these badges, they're going to see a quick little snapshot of your overall ratings and reviews. They can see recent reviews and everything right from your website. And this is customizable, so you can have the badge say local or national, so you can be Top Rated Local or Top Rated National. I'm going to leave it Top Rated Local. Fort Collins, Colorado, plumber. Or whatever your business is. This could be a dentist if you wanted it to be, and it could be in Denver. And you could generate that badge and add that to your website. This is great ad copy. This is great call to action to be able to say, hey, I'm a top-rated local Denver dentist. I'm a top-rated local Fort Collins plumber. Whatever your business might be is going to add value and trust to your website and increase the conversion rate of your site overall. So lots more tools with Top Rated Local. That's just a couple of them. Hopefully that helps you understand how the system can be used to manage your reputation online, build your brand, and grow your business. Have a good one, guys.